everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaylin. I'm a dog mom blogger who shares dog product reviews, dog enrichment ideas, dog training tips, and so much more. This is my boy Diesel, who's currently sniffing the floor. He's 6 years old, and I'm pretty sure he's a Mastiff, Staffy, Great Dane, Hound mix. Are you comfy now? And even though I don't know 100% what he is, I do know he is 100% purebred good boy, because that's exactly what he is. Today's dog product review is actually one of my all-time favorites. I've had it for about 2 to 3 years now, and I've added multiple since my first. And today's feature is actually what I'm sitting on right now. It's the Big Barker Orthopedic dog bed. And you guys, I have laid on this thing with my pups a ton of times, and I can attest to how great it is. Because before we got our new like mattress in our room, I was so jealous of my dog's bed because it was clearly superior to ours. It was way better. I've even found like my boyfriend laying on it with Diesel before, and I was just like, that's his bed. So the reason why I wanted to find the best orthopedic dog bed out there is because large, extra large, and giant dog breeds need a ton of support for their joints. And in addition to keeping them at a healthy weight, so that way there isn't too much pressure being put on their joints, having items that actually support them is key to helping them, be comfortable throughout the years, especially as they get older. So I searched all over for orthopedic dog beds that would give Diesel the support that he needs. And I've had other dog beds in the past that, they would basically flatten down to the ground the second my dog got on them. And I was like, well, what's the difference for them just not to lay on the ground? Because it's basically doing the same thing. It's not giving them any kind of support. I just didn't understand. And those were still costing $50 to $100. I couldn't understand it. So today I'll be sharing all about the Big Barker Orthopedic dog bed, its design, what it's made out of, which, fun fact, it's made in the USA, sizing, the warranty and guarantee that comes with this awesome dog bed, and the difference between this dog bed and another orthopedic dog bed and the results I've seen. Diesel keeps licking my leg. Tickling me. Let's get started. Okay, so now let's talk about the design of the Big Barker dog bed. So Big Barker has a triple layer orthomedic foam, which allows all of the weight to be equally distributed throughout the bed, unlike others that really sink to the floor in the spot they're laying on. It has a middle high density foam layer that is designed to protect against all pressure points when contact is made with the floor. And all of these foam layers actually total up to about 7 inches, which is more support than any dog bed I've ever found. Most of the orthopedic dog beds that I found, like I have one, like Diesel's first bed is a foam one, and it's only like this thick. And again, super flat. So very interesting. Now I'm gonna grab the camera and bring you a little bit closer to show you a few extra features. Now I flipped it around so I can show you guys how the zippers are, because the zippers are also extremely helpful. So the way their dog beds are designed is the zippers actually cover 75% of the dog bed. So when you're actually taking it off to wash the cover and then putting it back on, you can actually get it on and off so much easier than some other ones where it's like on multiple parts of the dog bed and you have to undo all these areas, which is sometimes just absolutely ridiculous. So definitely makes a difference. So now let's talk about shapes. So Big Barker's dog beds come in 3 different designs. They have the headrest version, which is the version I initially got. They have the sofa version, which is their newest version. It's more like a bolster style, so this has the cushion all the way around. And then they have a sleek version, which is basically the headrest version without this little bump here for additional support. Both my dogs really like to have something to cuddle up with, so whether it's stretching out and resting their head on the headrest version or kind of cuddling up in a corner on the sofa edition, they kind of love both. And now let's talk about sizing. So Big Barker's dog beds come in 3 sizes: large, extra large, and giant. And I'm going to break down what dog breeds and kind of how the sizing works for each different size. So the large size is perfect for dogs under 25 inches tall. So we're talking Labradors, Golden Retrievers, and Boxers. Extra large is good for dogs over 25 inches tall, but smaller than a Great Dane. And then giant is, of course, for the Great Danes. So both of these dog beds are size extra large. That was the best size for Diesel. And since Annie kind of shares it with him, she is obviously a little bit smaller, but she still fits on it perfectly. So I'm going to show you guys kind of how they both fit on the bed, so you guys can see how Annie probably could have fit just perfectly fine on a large bed and Diesel on an extra large bed. But again, these are both extra large. So let's show you guys. All right, so I'm going to call Annie over here first so you can see how she fits. So Annie, you want to come sit with me? Come here, Annie. Annie, come. You were sniffing something over there, weren't you? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Do you want to cuddle with me? Oh, it makes me so happy. So see how when we're on it together, we actually can both really fit. So we have a ton of room to do this, which by the way, like this is super kind of random, but like she's like not as snuggly as Diesel, so like this really makes me happy right now that she wanted to do this. It's because the bed's so nice, isn't it? Oh yeah, we gotta, let's not show everyone all of our stuff. we gotta keep that closed. So this is Annie on the extra large, and again, she probably could have fit on the large. And now I'm gonna show you guys how Diesel fits. Come here, buddy. You can come up here now. I know. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna get out of the way so you can see how he fits. Are you so excited? No, he is not playtime. Oh no. Come here, Diesel. Go and sit, buddy. Go and sit and lay down. Good boy. Come lay down. Oh, it's playtime. Okay. One moment. So we had to kind of reconfigure there a little bit because they wanted to have a puppy smackdown, as we call it. So as you guys can see, Diesel really fits better on the extra large, whereas Annie kind of had a bit more room. Granted, if your dog does like to stretch out, really kind of help take that into consideration when you're determining what size you want to get, and if you need any help deciding there. One additional really cool thing that Big Barker does is they have a no flatten guarantee. Every dog bed comes with a 10-year can't flatten, won't flatten guarantee, which is included in every purchase, which I think is amazing. Because honestly, like we've had these beds for like the gray headrest version I've had for like 2 years now, or 2 to 3. This one we've had probably for like a year, and it really is still like brand new. I've washed the covers, everything, and it's still basically brand new, which I absolutely love. So now I'm gonna get some licks, and I actually want to show you guys the difference between this orthopedic dog bed and his first orthopedic dog bed that I just kind of keep on our porch, so you guys can see the difference between what tickles, so you can see the difference between how much support this bed actually gives you versus others. Are you happy? Okay, so I'm gonna start with the Big Barker bed. I'm gonna turn it sideways so you guys can actually see. I feel like I have a Diesel coming. I do have a Diesel. Are you gonna help show me? Come over here then. See how thick this is? Like it is basically my hand's length, which is crazy. That's how much support and memory foam this dog bed has. Now I'm going to show you Diesel's original orthopedic dog bed so you can really see the difference between the two. And again, this is just kept outside on our porch because it's just something that I just don't want to lay on the concrete, but I don't want to put a super nice dog beds out there, you know, and they're out there only every now and then because I've got my plant lady life going on out there. So this is just out there for every now and then. But see how flat this is? Diesel is 6 years old, and are you gonna lay there? Okay. Diesel is 6 years old, and we got this when he was in his first year, whenever that was, you know, every month or whatever. But see how thin it is, and see how squishy this is, and how easy you can flatten yourself on it. Like I'm not even gonna sit on it. Like you can actually see even with my feet. Look how flat it actually gets. This dog bed really doesn't give you anything. So that's a huge difference right there. So now I'm gonna grab the Big Barker bed back, set it up, and talk about the results that I've actually seen with this dog bed. So ever since I got this bed for Diesel, I really have seen a bigger difference in his ability to get up and get off the ground, and just kind of his mobility in general. I keep the gray headrest version here in my office while I'm working, and then whenever I move rooms, I like to move it to like the living room, for instance, that way he always has a spot near him that he can lay and be supported at all times. This red one, this is the bolster one. I keep this one in the bedroom for Annie at night because she likes to go back and forth between sleeping with us on the bed and then sleeping on her bed, just something she's always done since she was little. Price-wise, these dog beds are a little bit expensive, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm also the kind of person who I will save up for something that costs a little more if the quality is better. These are hands down that. Because otherwise you could buy 3 or 4 other orthopedic dog beds that really aren't giving you anything or any support for your dog, and you could have just bought this one. Just kind of how I look at it. Big Barker also has crate pads, replaceable covers that, again, machine washable, and they have an SUV dog bed. This thing is awesome. I have it. In my description here for this video, I did link my blog post to these beds, and then of course the SUV dog bed. So definitely check that out. It's really cool. It has so many awesome features, including some multiple ways that you can use it that I touch on. Really love it. So I hope you guys love this video. If you love this and want to see more, please subscribe to my channel. I've got some awesome dog product reviews across my blog website, here on my YouTube channel, and so much more. And of course, I've linked my social channels so you can discover even more awesome content. So thank you guys so much for watching, and me and Diesel say goodbye.